So I've been doing a bit of GPS testing and it's been very interesting. This one was exactly the same unit and it locked on 8 very quickly and eventually got to 14 before I stopped it. This one with the mini unit is really slow to lock on. It takes ages and eventually it only gets to about 9. This guy here with the full size version, same brand, the bigger version that has the compass as well, which I don't use in Betaflight, that got to about 24 satellites. So I'll show you the results. So it's been an interesting exercise. I wasn't sure how to do it, but then I remembered with Betaflight you can plug it into the laptop or the computer, go on the GPS tab, and you can check them all. So that's what I've just done. So I'll put this together to show you some results. So live and learn and replace. So this is what I saw when I plugged in the full-size GPS on the 7-inch. By the time I got myself organised and plugged in, I already had 20 satellites shown. And as you can see here, you get quite a bit of detail of them. In fact, if I get time towards the end of the video, I'll explain what the different satellites are, because it varies a lot depending on what part of the world you're in. Down here we get a lot of Chinese ones. This unit is obviously very efficient. By the end I had about 25 by the time I unplugged. So next I plugged in the mini GPS on the 5-inch with green props, and this is the one that seems to work pretty well. In fact, by the time I plugged it in, I already had 10 satellites. And by the time I disconnected a minute or so later, I was up to 15, so very happy with that. So finally I plugged in the 5-inch with the mini with the red props, the one that's faulty, and it came up with 4 straight away. And after a very long and tedious wait of many minutes, which I should have timed, eventually it got as far as flickering between 8 and 11, which was not too bad compared to what I had in the field the other day, but certainly not good enough. Okay, looking at the GPS mini unit that's not picking up many satellites, it's got rather a long lead on it, but the thing is it used to work, and as far as I can tell all the wiring is okay. So what I'm going to do is, here's the high performing one that had 20 satellites locked before I even got organised with it. That's on this larger legacy drone that I don't fly very often. So I think I'll just swap the units over. I've got the same plug for each, so that should be a very straightforward fix, where I'm waiting for the 3 more full-size GPS units to come from AliExpress. So that's the plan. Okay, so I've transferred over the GPS from the one I don't use very often, where I'm waiting for the new ones to come, and here's the results. So there's the rig with its GPS, the larger GPS, and I've got it under polycarb so it replicates flying conditions. Of course there's my boxer, and here's what I'm seeing on the screen of the PC, which I'll record so I can show you what it's showing. But it's good to see I've picked up about 21 satellites. So it's taken a little while to sort it out. A couple of wires came off, got things around the wrong way at first. You need a bit of patience for this game, it turns out, but it's good when you finally get there. So here's the final result with the full-size GPS in the 5-inch with the red props. By the time I had it plugged in, I came up with 9, rapidly going to 10 straight away, and by the end of it I was up to 22 by the time I unplugged, so I was pretty happy with that. So now I'll talk a little bit about the different satellites that have picked it up, and to give you an idea of what's going on here. So now for a bit about the satellites up there. There's the American GPS system that's been around for a long time, gradually getting more accurate. And the other ones we're picking up are the Japanese quasi-zenith system, which somehow complements the American GPS system. And finally, in our part of the world, we're blessed with the Beidou Chinese system. There's a lot of them. They're very modern. They've got a mix of different kinds of satellites, including geostationary. They have an interesting feature where they're two-way, so possibly that means that they know exactly where your drone is, which shouldn't be a worry. And then finally something called satellite-based augmentation, various implementations across the world, which our consumer-grade GPSs don't seem to use at all. So to finish up, I could get one of these modules for about $24 Australian, or I could get, by buying 3 at once, they come down to about $15 something. So all very good value.